In 1992, we got our first horse as a family, and in the barn we were in, there was a horse that had been locked into a stall, and we heard something and we thought this horse was gone. The people had moved to Pennsylvania and had left the horse there for 3 weeks. In that period, the horse had survived on its own, and I heard something one day, and we went over to the stall, opened the stall, and this poor horse was in there, and her name was Sparkle. And we took Sparkle in and got her healthy again, which took several $1,000s. And in that period of time, we found out what a wonderful horse she was. And my son started riding her, and that horse ended up taking him to the world 3 different times. So that's how we started our rescue many years ago. And in that period of time, over the years of boarding our horses, we found the need for other horses that needed help. In 1995, we bought our farm and started building, and we noticed that there was no rescues in our area for our large animals, only small animals. So we continued what we did and worked with other rescue organizations and took about 60 horses in that period of time with another organization, and really found out what it meant as a whole to be a rescue. In 2009, we developed our own rescue program and called Diamonds in the Rough, became a 501(c), and one of my first rescues was a little pony named Stormy. Stormy had been tied to a lawnmower and had to pull the lawnmower around with his head in order to eat or to drink water. And what had happened over a period of time is his back had curved. He had curvature of the spine, and he could no longer walk on all 4 legs. He could only walk on his behind legs like this. So everything he did, his head was down, his back was curved, and his legs were up. He had no muscles left in his arms at all, in his front legs. So we took Stormy in. He was one of the most abused cases we've had. I literally picked him up, he weighed 70 pounds, put him in the trailer, and I got him from a wonderful vet in North Carolina. And she said if he makes it home, he has a chance. So we brought him home and we carried him into the stall, laid him on a dog bed, and he laid on that dog bed for about 6 months while we rehabilitated him, taught him how to walk with 4 legs, put enough weight on him that he could eat again. He was not eating properly. His teeth had grown through his mouth and they were sticking out like this from his face. Basically had to teach him how to re-eat, and then he had a melanoma the size of a cantaloupe on his penis that drug. So I had to have that removed, and his feet were 8 inches long. Now this is a miniature pony, so his feet went up and curled around to the middle of his legs. With all of this, it took us about 2 years to rehab him. And we have pictures of all of this. It was just unbelievable. So Stormy became our mascot of our farm, and we now have Stormy's store because of Stormy. He helped us learn a lot about life. He struggled. He gave everything he could in his life. He was about 26 when he passed, and we just lost him last February. But he was the brainchild, we call, behind our rescue, because he taught us how to rescue and how to be compassionate and loving. And he used to let all the kids come in and lay with him. Even when he could stand, he would lay down so the kids could lay with him. And he was just a wonderful, wonderful part of our program.